Alright, I'm not sure if you guys can see that I'm in my pajamas. If you can, well, sorry. I don't get too terribly formal around here. I mentioned in a video just, I think 1 or 2 videos back that I had some topics to talk about, so I might as well get on to talking about those topics, huh? I was actually going to do them that day, and I turned the camera on and started talking, and then it turned off because I didn't charge it, so my bad. But I don't get around to news too terribly quickly. I'm rather laid back, or see also lazy on my channel. But it has come to my attention that they are going to be taking the GameCube remaster, remake, whatever, of Resident Evil, and they are going to be HD upping it for, I believe, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and I think PC. And this is very good news. Before I get too deep into this video, I want to get us all on the same page. Yes, I liked Resident Evil 6. No, that doesn't mean it's a good game. Okay. I was one of these people, just put in moving and shooting, Capcom. I like it if there's moving and shooting. And I did like that there was moving and shooting. I enjoyed the game because I wasn't submitted to the ground while I was fucking aiming. That doesn't mean that I wanted more action set pieces, more frantic button tapping and stick waggling. I didn't want to roll around the ground like an asshat. Capcom. Sometimes you go overboard. But when you're talking about the original Resident Evils, I'll say them in chronological order, not release order, because it's just easier. 0, 1, the remake of 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica. I would say to a lesser extent the Outbreak Files. These are phenomenal games. They combined survival horror, puzzle solving, action, and a batshit ludicrous story about an evil corporation that wants to take us all over. Yay. It was a fantastic series of games. So, you know, back when the Gamecube was out and they're like, oh, we're remaking Resident Evil for the Gamecube, I was like, holy shit, yeah, I want that. And I've played that. I've got that sucker over there in my collection. I really love Resident Evil. I wouldn't say it's my favorite horror franchise. That would have to go to like Silent Hill or Eternal Darkness. But when it comes down to it, Resident Evil was the biggest popularizer in the survival horror genre. I mean, you look at how many games really do mimic Resident Evil. Even that newest game I've gotten, Martian Gothic, it's a lot like Resident Evil. You've got a plethora of games that basically just took the Resident Evil formula and rolled with it. And getting a HD remaster, port, whatever they're going to call it, of the original GameCube remake thing is fantastic. I understand that there is 0 and the remake are on the Wii. I haven't obtained those yet. I intend to, because I like games and I get multiple copies of the games that I like. But when it comes down to it, there are a lot of people that probably haven't played this game. One thing that really I hate is how a lot of the classics are usually looked over by current gamers because, of course, the graphics aren't very the graphics aren't very good. The controls usually suck, and they're just not into it. But the remake on GameCube, even today, still looks pretty damn phenomenal. The GameCube, while not the most popular in its generation of consoles, I would say was extremely powerful. Nintendo, you did really good work with it if it weren't for those tiny fucking discs. I don't know why you guys did that. But Resident Evil is a very beautiful game. It controls very well. It has great mechanics. I'm talking about the remake, of course. It introduced new mechanics when they did the remake. It's got all new game mechanics. It's got new areas that we're used to look completely different. It's a phenomenal game even today, and it holds up very, very well. And so I look forward to seeing what they could possibly do with an HD version of it. I mean, me personally, I love these games. I collect them. The only thing that I really look forward to when it comes to them porting a game or remastering a game, let's see, like this that Patrick sent me. I'm playing back through Final Fantasy X, and the thing that's fun for me is when I play back through a game that I liked, I get memories back. You know, I remember, oh, this is, I remember like points in my life when I was playing the game for hours on end. You know, because when you first play a game, you don't know anything. Now I can just sit in an area and farm, and then I can get super powerful and breeze through the game real fast. But it's nostalgia. Sometimes nostalgia is bad, sometimes it's good, but I like going back through these games, and I really like being able to get trophies and achievements for them. That's something that I really like doing. I like my accomplishments being out there visible to my friends. It's something that I enjoy. So I look forward to seeing what kinds of things they can do with Resident Evil in regards to trophies, achievements, in regards to different modes they can do, in regards to extras added to the game. I don't know if they're going to be overhauling any assets. I know that they're going to probably try to re-render all of the background environments, which if you're a fan of Resident Evil, you know that the older Resident Evils, 1, 2, 3, I don't think Code Veronica did, but 1, 2, and 3 very much had very heavily pre-rendered backgrounds, which allowed for the visuals to be, I would say, much better at the time than most other games. And with the remake, I haven't played it in a while. I'll probably pop it back in and check it out. The remake, I don't think it had pre-rendered backgrounds, but they probably aren't very. They probably don't pop as much as they used to, or as much as I remember them popping. Because let's remember this, guys. Our memory always has the best graphics. But I'm sure they're going to overhaul everything. The visuals are going to be crisper. It's going to play at probably 1080p. I don't know how many frames per second it'll be necessary for that game. That game can play at 12 frames per second and still be pretty decent. That's a joke. Calm your tits. I don't know what new assets they're going to add to the game. One of the things that I liked that they added about the remake was, of course, the Crimson Head enemies, which are nowhere present in the original Resident Evil. You would take the lighter, you'd take a fuel canteen, and you'd have to burn dead bodies. Otherwise, they had a chance of coming back as Crimson Heads, which were even more frightening, faster, stronger zombies. They were fucking scary. I don't know if they're going to add anything extra. I don't know if there's going to be new enemies. I don't know if there's going to be anything new other than them just taking the game and making it prettier and making it run better, and of course maybe hopefully putting trophies and achievements into it. But I look forward to this. This is something great because, of course, like I said, many old school gamers cherish these games, but many new school gamers don't care. They don't know anything about these games. They don't play them. They probably don't even have any of the older systems to play them, which is fucking terrible. If I can go off on a random rant tangent for a minute, all you people that got the PS4 and sold your PS3 are idiots. If you pay for the console, keep the console. Keep the games. Enjoy them. You know, I don't want to be renting the same shit over and over and over again. That's stupid. Back to my discussion. These people may not even have an old system like a PlayStation 2. They may not have a Gamecube. Granted, the Resident Evil games are available on the PSN, which I would really love it if I was going to get Resident Evil games, it'd probably be on the PS3. But I'd really love it if there was no longer some embargo and so that Xbox players could get. Because right now the only thing that's on 360 for download is like Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil Code Veronica. And I would love it if some of these 360 users could play Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. That would be pretty fantastic for them, but it's just not going to happen. I can't remember what it is. It's something about Sony and the licensed, not the license, the numbered entries being exclusive to their system, that kind of shit. But you know, a lot of people probably haven't played these games, and it's a chance for a new generation of gamers to delve into the originator of survival horror, and that's a really good thing. Like I said before, when it comes down to me and my enjoyment of Resident Evil 6, that doesn't mean it's a good game. Resident Evil Remake is without a doubt a very good game, regardless of your fucking opinion. I can tell you that much for sure. Like, just because you don't like something doesn't mean it's bad. For me, for instance, I don't like the Assassin's Creed series. I'm not a big fan of it. That doesn't mean they're necessarily bad, I just don't like them. There are some problems I have with them continuing it and putting pirates in it, but still. Like, the original Assassin's Creed is a fantastic video game, regardless of whether or not I like the series or not. It's got great platforming, a huge world, amazing story. It's really good. The Resident Evil Remake is really good. You know, you can complain about tank controls, you can complain about everything, but it doesn't matter because it's a solid video game and it's gonna hold up perfectly. I look forward to being able to wander back through the mansion again. You know, I'll either be using this 360 controller, which is on because I'm playing a video game, or I can be using this controller. I look forward to going back through the mansion. I look forward to solving puzzles and fighting monsters, all with 1080p, trophy support. Who knows what new goodies they're going to be putting in there. You know, I'd love to see them have like an enhanced campaign mode. Like some games, you know, you play through it and you can choose a different campaign with maybe some harder enemies or mirror world, or, you know, change the puzzles. That's what I'd really like to see, is if, you know, because the puzzles are going to come back. I'm going to know the answer to every single puzzle that's in the fucking game, but some new puzzles would be nice. Some new areas would be nice. I don't know what they're going to do, but I look forward to it. It's going to be a really good thing, because Resident Evil is absolutely solid, regardless of whether or not you like them, regardless of whether you're a fan or new school, old school, whatever. Resident Evil is fucking solid. And the fact that they're going to be doing this, it shows me that there's a high probability that they're going to be testing all of us to see what we like. Capcom's been complaining for some time about poor sales. Maybe if you guys would quit making poor games. We say moving and shooting, and then you have us having giant action set pieces and flopping around like a fucking idiot on the floor. I'm pretty sure Capcom's going to be testing us to see if we purchase this. I'm going to get it. I don't give a fuck. I want this. I want it. And if they are successful with this HD remaster, remake, re-release, whatever, Resident Evil, if they're successful with it, who knows what they could do for the main series? Who knows what they might do? They might start a new, not reboot the series, a new series of remastering editions. They might do Resident Evil 2. They might do Resident Evil 3. They might release, I don't know, the remaster collection, something. You know, it's Capcom. They're greedy. They'll fucking do it. I don't know what they're going to do in regards to the series as of now. I personally, for the longest time, thought that it'd be a really good idea if Capcom were to just go, you know what? Resident Evil 7's coming out, and it's going to play like Resident Evil 6. But we're going to make a new split timeline, split series, and we're going to call it Resident Evil X. You know, like Mega Man or something. And it's going to be completely like the old series. That'd be great. I think that'd be a really good idea. Me, I wasn't a fan of Revelations. Everybody and their mother said that Revelations was really, really good. I fucking hated it. It was full of bullshit. It really was. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City was god-awful. I enjoyed it at first, and then it's one of those games you can't really play by yourself, so I fucking hated it. And Resident Evil 6, I enjoyed it. The single player and the co-op works, but it's not Resident Evil anymore, you know? It's just action bro shooter of the month. But with this remastering of Resident Evil, it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. And if you have any integrity as a gamer, and if you like good gaming, you should be looking forward to this, and you should be waiting to download it, because I certainly will be. I'm not real crazy about remastering everything. One of my subscribers has asked me to talk about these, and I'm probably going to, because it's a good video game discussion. When it comes down to taking a game and remaking it, or remastering it, or HD, whatever, this is a good idea. Resident Evil is a good idea. The Last of Us didn't need to fucking be remade. If you were an ignorant cunt and sold your PS3, that's your problem. And stop with this bullshit. A bunch of Xbox users came over to Sony. Yeah, they did. And if they like the PS4 so much, they can go buy a PS3 as well and enjoy the back library of hundreds of games. I don't think there's thousands of games on the PS3 alone, no. Probably across all of Sony's platforms, but still. They can enjoy the backlog of games if they like Sony so fucking much now, okay? Go out and buy multiple consoles. Stop being a fucking scrub. Anywho, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope that you guys will be checking out Resident Evil just like I'm going to. And while I'm thinking about it, I miss my hair. I don't know how many of you pay attention, but I shaved my head and I miss my hair. Thanks for watching, guys. You all take care, and I'm going to see you in another video very soon.